Call my hairdresser. Heroic. It's an emergency.
The Master of Puppets LP is number 30 on the Billboard. How does that kind of success make you guys feel?
Styling.
Surprised.
Friendly. Yeah, real surprised.
Do we need a mic on Rich? Can we get a mic on Rich?
Boo.
Shout the questions out, maybe? How does it feel? Sorry about that. I forgot about that.
Do you want to answer that again? The proper way?
Yeah, being in top 30 is pretty surprising. It's great though.
Good place to be.
Is that how you guys measure success? Album sales? If not, how so?
Crowd reactions.
Yeah. Well, you can measure it in quite a few different ways. How many people show up at your show. That's how we pretty much rate it.
I've talked to a lot of hardcore metal fans and they say, quote, Metallica have sold out. What's your response to something like that?
I think you could do it on the TV here.
Yeah, it's...
We're not too worried about them.
we do what we want to do, you know? If they consider that selling out, then whatever.
There's a lot of people think you sold out just because you're on a major label and are very popular.
Or maybe you don't play 1,000 miles an hour the whole time, or, you know.
I mean, we'd be doing the same thing if we were still on, you know, independent label.
I read a quote from Lars that said Metallica is going to be big, but we're going to do it in our way. Can you explain that?
Well, it's good that, you know, we have, you know, we're up on around 30 in the charts. No, well, hardly any radio play on the, you know, major stations. You know, a lot of college stations are, you know, helping out, but, you know, no video, no, you know, mass, you know, media, and still, you know, there's a huge buzz going on, and I think it's because of our music. That's what's great. You know, we're doing it our way, and a lot of the major magazines are picking it up and, you know, not, you know, putting a bunch of hype, and, you know, we're doing it our way. It's great.
Does that still mean no videos?
That's a matter of time. Pretty much just a matter of time.
Not a huge demand right now.
What's it like being on tour with Ozzy?
Real good.
It's a lot of fun.
Things are going real well. 55 minutes, you know, all our stage setup.
You get treated well.
Yeah.
Do you guys hang out with the guys from their band?
Now and then, you know, it's...
Night off, you know, go out to the local bar or whatever, but...
Depends who's where, you know. I mean, you just kind of run into people here and there, more or less.
What do you think about Ozzy and Metallica as a touring package?
Good. Real good. Both doing real well. I think kind of complement each other. It's a good bill.
How have the fans reacted to you guys?
Great. They've been with us.
Yeah. A lot better than, you know, other support acts would have, I think. Well, a lot of the smaller places, you know, in the middle of the country are, you know, still not too familiar with our stuff. And, you know, we have time for an encore. We'll go off stage for a bit and you won't hear a huge, yeah, come on, and you won't hear no boo. You just kind of hear, what, you know, what's that? You know, did you like it? I don't know, did you?
What was that?
You know, yeah. They don't know what to think in those places.
In the bigger cities, do you think a lot of kids are coming out to see you?
Like to think so.
It looks that way
That's
from
what
down
we
front.
hear. That's what we hear.
Describe the relationship you guys have with your fans.
Same people, same as our fans. We're not, you know, up there doing something that they couldn't really do.
Just a little harder to get to them now, you know, with the big arenas and the big security and stuff. It's not quite as intimate as it has been in the past, but I guess that's to be expected.
Small places are real fun. Atmosphere, you know, it's a lot more intense, crammed in, like concentrated. No barriers, you know, you can see pretty much everyone. You know,
people
grab
right in
some
your
people by the
face.
face. Yeah. These bigger places, you know, you get your barriers and it's hard to see past, say, 10th row. Kind of hard to get a good vibe off the crowd.
Why do you think it's important to be close to your fans?
The energy flow.
Yeah.
You know, we get the energy directly from them. You know, and the farther away you are, the harder that is to communicate. Really.
Why would you want to separate yourself from them?
tell us how long the tour is going to be going for?
Well, we're with Ozzy in the States till late May. He does 2 weeks in Japan. We do some headline stuff around Texas, and then hook up with him again when he comes back. Go on till I think August, and then Europe after that, a couple months, and then Japan the end of the year.
It'll be till next year.
Yeah, we're pretty much on the
What's
road.
up after that? Any distant?
Come back and do some headline stuff in the States probably. Should be fun.
Playing 20,000-seat arenas exposes you guys, like we said, to a lot of kids who haven't seen Metallica before and don't know what Metallica is about. Do you think that's more important at this stage of your career than, say, headlining places like a Lemore's in New York?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Why so?
We're playing a lot of places that we wouldn't usually play if we're headlining because of, tour budget, and in front of a lot of kids that wouldn't come to see us, if we were headlining maybe, just, because
Chance to
Ozzy.
make some more fans,
Yeah,
People that just wouldn't
reach
see
out
it.
and grab some more.
What do your parents think about all this?
They're into it.
Yeah, your parents are well into it. So is Kirk's. Lars is as well.
Real
My
into
dad,
it.
Whatever.
Do you think they look at you a little differently when they see the album so high in the charts?
Well, it makes them, and they're proud and they're happy that there's some success going on, It's a bit of a relief for them. They'd be pretty worried about it years ago.
Do they come out and see your shows?
If it's appropriate, if the venue's right, I don't bring them to any small riots that we have in Frisco, We've been known to play a few of those.
And mom up front.
Why should a kid spend $10 to see Metallica rather than another metal band?
Well, hopefully because he likes it, he wants to see us. Well, because, we
Something different to offer. Something more than, basic thrash. Just 100% all the time. Got some varied stuff.
like to think it's interesting to see, too.
What is that something different?
Some lyrics, I think. Lyrics that say something more than, hey baby, let's party. Bang your head against each other and all that.
The music gets it's pretty intricate now and then, which a lot of the thrashing bands are pretty straightforward in their approach.
What are your thoughts on looks bands? People like Rat, Crew, Kiss, people who rely on the effects and the costumes and everything.
So what?
It works for them.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do it, but it works
You'd
for
look
them.
pretty ugly in it.
we look ugly enough as it is.
You don't need any
We
help.
leave well enough alone.
So tell us your theory on that, just sticking with the jeans and sneakers.
This is what we're comfortable in. That's what we
Comfortable.
wear when we're just hanging out doing nothing. And why should we change? We're on stage. We're not trying to be something big and fancy. It's just us doing what we do. Let's keep it that way.
Bring the music more across instead of the look. Not try and hide anything.
That also ties in with what you said about just being like the kids who come and
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah.
A lot of times we'll get hassled, where's your pass? They think it's some punter trying to get back. That's cool. I like hiding the pass, so they hassle you.
Why don't you think a lot more, I hate to use the term thrash bands, but hardcore speed metal bands, or bands who have their roots in that? Why haven't too many been signed? Why have you been signed in that band?
I don't know, I think we're pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Because Kill 'Em All really hit the underground really hard. And then a lot of bands started catching on after that.
Yeah, I think we had a head start on a lot of
Yeah.
them.
Well, we saw the new wave of British metal that was coming out. We knew it was going to hit a couple of years before. We knew it was going to hit the States fairly soon, so we liked doing it, and we were doing it down in LA, and a lot of people didn't know what the hell was going on. They didn't see any hairdos or makeup or anything. Just going up there bashing it.
Do you think speed metal has developed into just another trendy musical genre now?
Could be.
I mean, in terms of with satanic images, where you have to have that, and you have to have studs and leather.
There's always your trendy stuff
Yeah.
that's coming up, but I think we're gonna be hanging out for quite a while. Just, you know, Sabbath, you know, a lot of bands caught for a while and then kind of dwindled away.
What are your influences? What did you guys like grow up listening to?
Old Sabbath, Rush,
Aerosmith.
Thin Lizzy. A lot of Thin Lizzy. Great band.
Editorial on Thin Lizzy. Cliff, I read that you're into blues.
I'm into a lot of different kinds of music. That's
Blues Reds, no.
you know, not real.
He's into yellow, blue,
That's
reds.
not real accurate. You know, I'm into a lot of different stuff. Classical music, punk,
Beer.
even, you know, some popular music. It's a bunch of things I like.
Listen to different stuff for different moods, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are the new artists or records that you guys are getting excited about now? What do you listen to?
Husker Du, I like the new stuff. Band called English Dogs. Some of the minor old underground bands that aren't so popular.
Band called Sawin.
Yeah.
The old Misfit stuff too is real good. You know, a lot of the old stuff that we grew up on, we still listen to a lot.
Yeah. We're not listening to, you know, some of the, you know, basic metal that's coming out. Kind of shy away from that.
What do you think's in the future for heavy metal?
It's going to be hanging out for a while. It always has been. Be hanging out.
My last question, this is the toughie. Is it true Cliff Bernstein's the secret fifth member of the band?
See him out at the sound desk. You'll think so. He gets into it.
He does. You ever gonna bring him out so he can play some air guitar with you?
That'd be cool.
If he wants.
Alright, thanks a lot.